Well, the thing with Europe is, there's a lot of artists from here, they don't want to go there the first time because they used to making a certain dollar in America, and then when they got to go to Europe for the first time, they taking a big pay cut. So a lot of them don't want to go invest the time and energy into their future, you know what I mean? But we definitely focused on the rest of the world as opposed just to America. So we put a big focus on Europe every year, you know what I mean? Big focus on Latin America. We released the all Spanish album like 5-6 years ago before anybody was doing it, you know what I mean? Sold like 1.2 million records with a Spanish album. We go to Australia every year, we go to Japan every year, so we hit the world, you know, once, twice a year. And what it does is we went out there free the first time, built our stock. Now we got money in the banks waiting for us. If I want to jump on a plane, you know, next week and start doing shows in Europe, there's money there. There's money in Europe for us, there's money here. So if, you know, stock's a little bit down in America, I'll shoot to Europe. Stock's a little bit down in Europe, I'll tour here. You know what I mean? I keep it moving. It's like rotating the crop so you don't burn nothing out. Be fresh whenever you're ready to go back to that market. People's ready to see you again. So that's what gives me the freedom to do my music and be an artist and do it how I feel like it and move how I feel like. I mean, I don't stress this shit. I've never been into this shit for the fame and shit. I try to just lay low and do my thing. So you don't see me all up in pictures all the time. I don't try to be all up in the front of the videos. Whatever, I make a video shoot, I don't make a video shoot. That was never really what was appealing to me about this. Just, you know, doing what I feel like doing as an artist and getting my paper and just keeping it moving. Traveling, fine wine, fine women, you know what I'm saying? We training, we work out, you know what I mean? We got a, we own a Muay Thai academy in LA. We own SA Studios. Y'all might be familiar with my crew, Mr. Cartoon, you know what I mean? Fucking Scandalous out the West Coast, you know what I mean? Our crew is deep, man, as far as artists. We do a lot of things, you know what I mean? So, infinite possibilities, man. Anything's possible. All's possible, you know what I mean? But today, I'm just happy to be right here and be able to do my thing, man. Me and Jizz have been homies since like '97, so we, you know, we always reach out for him when I get to New York, vice versa in LA, and it just was the timing was right. You know what I mean? I was supposed to do a record with Inspector Deck, so I went in and I made a bunch of beats for it, but then we just couldn't hook up. He was doing tours, I was touring, and so I hooked up with Jizza, and it was just the timing was right. I gave him the beats, he went home, he wrote, came to LA, and we basically just recorded everything in 8 days, laid all the vocals down, it was done. Yeah, they know what's going on. They got a lot of smart people working at labels now that really are in tune with the way to market and promote records. Do they know music though? No. Do they know the music? They're usually a step behind, you know what I mean? And my problem is I usually see the next thing before it even happens. So trying to explain your vision to somebody who doesn't even see something until it happens, that's my problem with major labels, you know what I mean? So that's the difficulty I find, and that's the reason I chose to go independent, because it was just really frustrating, man. Being an artist and having vision and trying to tell some fucking college kid who's, you know, trendy what the fuck is next, and arguing with these people up there. But their bottom line is numbers, dollars and cents, you know what I mean? And you gotta understand once you sign this paperwork and you leave from being a musician to being in the music business, it's a business, man. You know what I mean? It's just a corporate business, bottom line. So you gotta find that balance and that fine line and figure out how to make it work for you. Or you can run around being a little crybaby bitch complaining about labels all fucking day like everybody does, but that ain't gonna do nothing for you, man. But make motherfuckers not like you and think you a little bitch. Angelus Records is a boutique label. I started with my man Chase Infinite and DJ Khalil. And you know, just some shit we want to do, how we want to do it on our own terms. We felt there was a void in the game right now with no Rockers. Well, Rockers just came back, but no Loud, no Tommy Boys. None of these labels that would really take time to develop artists, put 4, 5, 6 singles out before albums, you know what I mean? Be able to do unique deals with different groups. And so, you know, especially in the West Coast, there's no game after Aftermath, you know what I mean? So we the premier boutique label coming out the West Coast, you know what I mean? And you know you're gonna come to us and always get quality shit, you know what I'm saying? So that was our main business mode for the label. And you know, low overhead. You don't move as many units as a major because you don't get the exposure, but your profit numbers and it breaks down to be about the same, you know what I'm saying? As far as your gains and things like that. So that's what we are, doing what we want, just having the artistic freedom to move how we want to move, you know what I mean?